I saw Asmongold said this. A streamer goes too far. He's got like a 17.5-minute video. I found the core video, and it's right here. It's only a minute. So honestly, I think Asmongold deserves a reward for the hardest reactor ever. Hey, God bless him. You know what I mean? Asmongold's he's walking so I can run. Well, I can't run, so I can get into my electric scooter because I'm morbidly obese and I could roll. I'm not really that fat. But, you know. Anyway, that's not what this is about. This isn't what it's about. What it's about is this MANvsGame compares unsub viewers to that kid in the comic shop that never buys anything. Too much hate for the kid in the comic shop. But let's see what he has to say.
Thank you for the support, guys.
Who is this guy, by the way? MANvsGame. Let me see. He's from. Is he a Twitch streamer? MANvsGame. I think he deleted this. Oh wow, he's a pretty big content creator. Wait, what? I'm a little surprised. This guy's kind of big. Does he do anything on like YouTube? No. Okay. Well, here's your problem. So I'm going to guarantee you that this is going to come from a frustration of not getting enough like donations on live stream where he probably used to get more. I remember when I used to stream, when I first started, I know, oh, you're big on TikTok, but it was during 2020 when everybody was home and there were stimulus checks and there was like, I would make a lot of money per week with like not a lot of viewers. I'd get like maybe 100, 150 viewers a stream, but I would get like $1,500 a week. I'd make like $200 a day. That's crazy because people were home, they had more money, blah, 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 blah. That changes when less people have money. And Twitch is not good as a platform for anything other than like, here's what's going on today. So like, that's why for me, YouTube videos has been like a big pump. I don't get a whole lot of donations or memberships. But who cares? You know what I mean? Because people will watch my videos afterwards and then I'll get ad revenue and that supports me. It's one of those things where like I can understand making content and like people not watching it or excuse me, not donating as much as they used to, but you know, there are plenty of avenues that you could operate on. And one of those is like, where's the YouTube content? You know, like where's this guy has 505,000 followers and you don't have any YouTube content. You know what I mean? Like you kind of put all your eggs in one basket. I feel, you know, you should, you know, you're streaming 8 hours a day, put some stuff on YouTube or something, you know, something, but that's your first mistake, bro.
I don't know. I think maybe I'll just start doing more like garbage sponsored streams.
Okay. So do that. I mean, that's just self-destructive behavior at that point. I mean, like if you're taking sponsorships you don't really agree with just for money, I feel like that's gonna people might look at that and go like, oh, I mean, it's okay to be like, hey guys, this stream is sponsored by such and such, but do it in like a negative way. People might pick up on the lack of genuinity. I'll tell you that.
So that I don't have to shame some chatters in my audience. The vast majority of people
we're about to get an unhinged meltdown
who don't sub and watch all the time. It's like you lurk and you get it.
Okay.
People always trying to talk to me every day. You're like that shitty kid in the comic book store, in my comic book store, coming in day after day to.
I think the worst is that he's criticizing the people for wanting to talk to him every day. It's like the people who don't pay and they want to talk to me. So then why don't you just make it so that nobody can talk on your chat unless they're subbed? You know what I mean? Like you could literally I'm pretty sure that's a feature you can do on Twitch. So just do that. Like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being like, I'm going to set it to people who are like subbed only. Okay, $5 a month. You get to talk to the creator. I don't even think that's a bad thing. But I feel like you have the ability. So by not doing that, anybody could talk and it makes your chat feel or look fuller, which is something that probably means a lot to you as a person with like a lot of viewers, right? That's cool. But, you know, you could set it to like, hey, you can only talk if you're somebody who's subbed on Twitch, which means like $5 a month. And you wouldn't be coming off as kind of like a little bit of a whiny guy, you know, which just makes you look bad. But
thumb through the issues and read through all the comics and then put it right back up on the shelf just to leave and then come back the next day.
That's just a young kid that has no money. That's the comparison you're making. Okay. Okay, is that it? I mean, like, Are people getting this upset about it? Like, who
you a day though, right? Where like people try to use like different.
Yeah, I don't really care. Anyway, sorry. Love you, MANvsGame. Listen, man, I get the frustration as a content creator, especially as a streamer who like relies on money, like viewership donations, which is why streaming is pretty rough. You're gonna make some YouTube content. That's all you really have to do. You don't even have a YouTube active. Put some more work into that. If you're streaming 8 hours a day or whatever, put some stuff on a YouTube. I don't know. My understanding is that some bigger creators, like possibly MANvsGame, he doesn't even really run his YouTube. I think I could be wrong. He just like pays them a percentage. He's like, you post everything or whatever, and then like you take a percentage of this. And you could do that. Have somebody else build your YouTube for you. Do like a 50-50 split or a 70-30 or something. That's all you have to do. You know, what he said wasn't that big of a deal. I get where he's coming from, but it comes off as like a kind of begging and a little bit entitled when you do shit like that. If you want to make more money, like offer a little bit more. You know, set your chat to subs only so they can only you're the only one who talks. Do a YouTube channel. Focus on maybe making like some kind of other social media, like a TikTok or something. Put a little bit more work into getting people instead of going on and streaming 8 hours a day. I guess streaming can be tough, but if you're going on and playing video games 8 hours a day, you know, maybe stream 4 hours a day and put some more work into your other content. You know, that's what I do, 3 or 4 hours a day. Pop some stuff up on YouTube, blah, 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 blah. I do a little bit more, you know, thumbnails, video shit. But if you're only going to do, like, Twitch is a non-permanent platform. And you know what? The people who aren't subbed, if you think about it, they come in, they have to watch an ad. And then you could run ad rolls. Problem is, Twitch doesn't pay very much money for ads. That's one of the cool things about YouTube. Like, I'll stream on YouTube, and after I'm done, I set it to members only. So if you want access to it, it's $2 a month. And then like the next day, once it's finished reviewing monetization, regardless of whether it gets monetized or not, I put it back up. And, you know, and then there's some ad revenue on there. And then I take the segments and I throw them up on YouTube anyway. Like, you have to be creative and to figure out, you know, how to monetize your shit better. And, you know, it's crazy that he has 500,000 subs, but he has no live or clip channel. Like, that's nuts to me. His own linked channel in his Twitch is horrible. There's nothing here. It's like, what are, you know, you're not offering.
Should be back. There I am. Yeah, so the alerts are just like broken now.
Wow, that's cringe. Sorry. You know, you're not offering anything to anybody, and you're like, oh, how come people aren't blah blah blah? Like, offer something to people. Your YouTube is nothing. You have a 4,000 followers. You have one video from 6 years ago. It's a highlight. Like, why aren't you post daily videos? You know, highlights from 24 hours of Lay 4's event sponsored by Audi. So it's like, it looks like the only thing that you have uploaded is a sponsored bit. You know, so you're not really doing anything. And again, I get the frustration because you want to maintain yourself as a content creator, but that's up. Content creation is ups and downs, and Twitch is a non-permanent platform. Like, I don't think you can grow on Twitch. And the only way you grow on Twitch is if you go on to like TikTok and you direct people to your Twitch. That's like really the only way you can do it nowadays. Which is one of the reasons why I don't do Twitch, is why I do YouTube streams. Easier for people to find me, and I kind of just like the vibe a little bit more. I don't know what to tell you, man. So at the end of the day, I get the frustration. Probably not a good look to shame your audience like that. It's really just self-destructive behavior. You know, my thing is always be ready to go back to work. That's how I feel in case I fail. It is what it is. I'll drive a bus for $30 an hour. Like, the worst version of my life is pretty good. You know, like, it is what it is. But, you know, put yourself out there a little bit more, make some more content, put a little bit more work in if you want people to watch. I think that one of the things that can happen very quickly when you stream is streaming comes with like a different set of problems, ups and downs, but overall it's pretty dope. It's obviously better than what I was used to doing. You kind of just have to adapt. You know, when you have your ups and downs, you need to, when you're in your down, even when you think about what you could do to not be in there anymore, monetize yourself better. So is what it is, brother. You know, if you're somebody watching someone's content for free, I guess it could be nice for you to pay. But at the end of the day, this is what this is. Like, this is like the buy-in. You know, people get to watch for free, but then they get to watch you for free, and then they watch you, and then that one extra person watching you pushes you through the algorithm like a little bit more, and blah, 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 and just kind of, you know what I mean? It's just like the nature of the platform, probably. Put some videos up, get some ad revenue. Or offer like a Patreon or something for people if they want to buy in a little bit more. Some people want to be a little more invested. That's totally cool, but you know, you shouldn't really shame them. So. That's that.
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.